You've been there, right? You're talking to an AI assistant, and 1 minute it feels like you're chatting with a super genius, and the next, it's just completely useless. You ask it to explain quantum physics, and it nails it. Then you ask a simple, practical question, and the answer you get is just bafflingly wrong. Well, it's a super common frustration, and today we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly why that happens.
Okay, let's just dive right in with a classic example. Imagine you ask your company's AI help bot a really simple question. How do I cancel my subscription? And this is what it spits back. To resolve the issue, you must terminate your enterprise membership agreement. I mean, come on, you're not an enterprise client. You're just you. This answer isn't just unhelpful, it's confusing and totally irrelevant. So what gives? How can a system that can write poetry and code a website fail so spectacularly on a basic, factual question? Well, here's the thing. It's not because the AI is dumb. The real reason is hidden in the journey your question takes to get an answer. And as we're about to see, that journey can be way more complex than you think.
The heart of the problem lies in what we can call the naive AI trap. See, a lot of the AI systems we interact with every day are built on a really simple foundation. They look great in a polished demo with perfect questions, but they totally stumble when they face the messy reality of how real people, actually ask for things. Their internal process is just fundamentally flawed for the real world. Let's take a look at what that process is.
This naive process is basically a two-step dance. First, it retrieves chunks of text from its knowledge base that seem to match the words in your question. Then second, it generates an answer using only those chunks it found. And here's the kicker. If it grabs the wrong info in step 1, the final answer is doomed from the very start. Garbage in, garbage out.
And this simple process fails in a few key ways. First, there's the semantic gap. That's when your words like cancel subscription don't match the official jargon in the documents, like terminate membership. Then you've got context pollution, where a bunch of irrelevant info gets mixed in and just confuses the AI. And then there's ranking quality. This is a big one, where the correct answer is actually found, but it's buried under 10 other less useful results. On top of all that, it just can't handle complex questions that need to connect the dots between different sources. But what if we could build a smarter system? Let's follow our simple question, how do I cancel my subscription, as it goes on an epic journey through a much more advanced AI. This is not a simple two-step dance. This is a multi-stage quest for the perfect answer. So the first trial on this journey isn't about finding an answer at all. It's about the question transforming itself. See, a professional-grade AI system knows that the user's original question isn't always the best question to ask the database. So the first power-up is all about asking a better question.
And just look at this transformation. Our kind of vague cancel subscription gets rewritten by another AI into something hyper-specific, using the exact terminology it knows is in the knowledge base. This simple rewrite can boost the chances of finding the right document by 20 to 40%. That's a huge improvement right off the bat. Okay, so our query is a lot smarter now. But a better question is only half the battle. Now it has to go navigate a whole sea of information to find those golden nuggets, the few specific pieces of text that actually contain the real answer. It's like having a better treasure map, but you still have to dig in the right spot.
Now, a standard search might pull up a list that looks something like this. And hey, notice our answer. Standard plan cancellation steps is in there. But look where it is. It's buried at number 4, right behind irrelevant stuff like the general billing policy and that enterprise account info that tripped us up before. A naive AI is just as likely to grab that wrong info and run with it.
And this is the next major hurdle. The most crucial clue is literally hidden in plain sight. But the AI needs a way to recognize that clue and bring it right to the front. So close, yet so far.
This is where the magic of re-ranking comes in. A second, even more powerful AI, it's called a cross-encoder, comes in to inspect just the top results. You can think of it like a specialist. It doesn't just match keywords. It actually reads the query and each document together to truly understand the relationship and the context. And then, bam, it promotes the single most relevant result straight to the top spot.
The impact here is massive. We're not talking about a small tweak. This one step, re-ranking, can improve the precision of the top results by 25 to 50%. That is often the difference between a totally frustrating answer and a perfect one. It's an absolute game changer for building AI you can actually rely on. So, we've transformed the query and we've re-ranked the results. But what if the AI could choose the right strategy from the very beginning? That's where the master planner of this whole operation comes in, a component we can call the query router. The query router is like a wise mentor for your question. It analyzes the incoming query, and instead of just using the same old strategy for everything, it intelligently chooses the right set of tools for that specific job. It completely moves beyond that flawed, one-size-fits-all approach.
So it basically has a playbook. If it sees a simple factual question, it knows to use a simple, fast search. But if the question asks to, say, compare two things, it knows it needs to launch multiple queries and then combine the results. And for our question, how do I cancel, it recognizes, aha, this is a procedural question, and it immediately prioritizes searching for step-by-step guide.
And that right there is the secret. Stacking these advanced techniques, query transformation, re-ranking, and these smart query routers, that's what separates a cool but flimsy AI demo from a professional-grade, truly reliable system. And this isn't just about better help bots. This is the foundation for AI that can reliably do research, analyze complex documents, or perform any task where accuracy is absolutely non-negotiable.
So this table really sums it all up, right? Each of these techniques tackles a specific weakness of that naive approach. When your questions are vague, you transform them. When getting the single best answer is critical, you re-rank. And when you're facing a whole bunch of different types of questions, you use a router to pick the best tool for the job every single time.
And so, at the end of its long journey, after being transformed, re-ranked, and properly routed, our simple little question finally gets the perfect answer it deserved all along. It's clear, it's accurate, it's actionable, and most importantly, it's actually correct for you.
So this leaves us with a final thought. We're moving away from AI that just matches keywords to AI that can genuinely understand our intent. Now that these systems can go on this sophisticated quest for the right answer, what new problems can we solve? What does it mean for all of us when we can finally, truly trust the answers we get?